morning children, how are you all? So now in which lesson we are in electricity. So recap of this lesson, those who are absent, for them I am giving brief explanation of this lesson, isn't it? So here what I explained you about the electricity, current and its effect. Current and its effect, I explained you how we use the injection bottles. In that we filled with the sulfuric acid, and these are what we took two rubber stoppers. In one hole we connected with the zinc sheet, and the other hole we connected with the copper sheet, and this and other also same like that only we connected here. We took the two bottles with the electrolyte, that is sulfuric acid we used. Isn't it? With the two hole rubber stopper with one zinc and here copper sheet. Copper act as a positive terminal, zinc act as a negative terminal. Okay. Now here I connected with the copper wire, copper sheet. It is connected with the copper act as a positive terminal and zinc act as a negative terminal. These are connected with the two wires, metallic wires. These are also connected with the wires. Now these two are connected with the bulb. The electricity will flow and the bulb will glow. Isn't it? So, but what is the disadvantage? It is not a portable. We cannot carry it. The cell cannot carry it because of a liquid electrolyte is there in this. It is. So now dry cell is invented. The dry cell we use. All the chemicals which we use in the dry cell are in dry state only, in the form of paste or powder. Isn't it? So these chemicals we use. What are the chemicals we use in dry cell? Are carbon rod we used, which act as a positive terminal. The carbon rod is surrounded with the carbon powder. Carbon powder surrounded with the ammonium chloride paste. Ammonium chloride paste. This is ammonium chloride paste. And here this is a carbon powder. Carbon powder is used, and here carbon rod is there. Isn't it? And these are sealed by using the zinc sheet, which act as a negative terminal, and it is sealed with the metallic cap. Here this is the metallic cap, and the carbon rod act as a positive terminal. It act as a positive terminal. Zinc sheet act as a negative terminal. So here the chemicals are used in dry state, so the name is given dry cell. So here the conversion of energy, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy in dry cell, isn't it? So we use these dry cells in remote cells or clocks, we use wristwatches, also radio, transistor, we use dry cells. Next coming to here, the circuit diagram also, we use how we use the symbols in the mathematics. In the same way, we use the symbolic form in the electrical components also. For electric components also we use symbolic form, isn't it? For example, cell. We use the long line represent the positive terminal, short line represent the negative terminal. And the battery, more than one cell is used, it is called as a battery. One big line, one is a smaller line, alternate. Always the cell will keep in alternate only. We keep it in alternate only, isn't it? It is called a battery. What do you call it? It is called as a battery. So this is a negative terminal, positive, negative. This is called battery. Okay. Next coming to switch on and off. Switch on and off. This is a switch which is in on position. Off position. This is a off position of the switch. Okay. Now bulb. The bulb is in off position. The bulb is in off position. This is a symbol for bulb. The bulb in on position. This is a symbol for on position. This is a bulb. Okay, on position. Next coming to fuse. Fuse is a safety device. Fuse is a safety device. This is a fuse. Fuse is a safety device which controls the flow of electricity. Which controls the flow of electricity. If the electricity is beyond limit or exceeds beyond limit, the wire will melts. Very hot and it melts. Again we have to replace the wire. So we studied about this symbolic representation, symbolic form for the electrical components. Okay. Now series connection and battery, series and parallel connection also we have studied. Series connection, the current flows in one path only. If one bulb fails to glow, or if one bulb fails or fuse, the other bulbs will not glow in series connection. Okay. In parallel connection, the electric current flows in more than one path in separate branch line. Okay, you will find these parallel connections in houses, schools, apartments, everywhere, isn't it? Parallel. We find this parallel connection. Okay, next coming to, we use the here heating effects of electric current. What is the bulb? You have seen the bulb. Which part of the bulb glows? Heats. Filament, which is made up of nichrome wire. Filament is the glowing part of the bulb. Filament is the glowing part of the bulb. We have studied about this also. And here, to reduce the current bill or to reduce the wastage of electricity, nowadays we are using CFLs. CFLs, compact fluorescent lights, isn't it? CFLs we are using to reduce the electric bill, to get less bill plus we will not waste the electricity also by using CFLs. Okay. Next, a miniature circuit breaker. Miniature circuit breaker we use nowadays in every house, apartments, everywhere. MCBs are there. These are very somewhat expensive, costly, but automatically it functions. Automatically, if the current is beyond exceed limit, the switch will be off automatically. Again we have to reset it. Okay, no need to replace the wire like fuses. Okay, so about this we have studied, and I explained you about the how to pay the electric bill. Per unit area cost will be given by the government. We have to calculate with the number of units, how many units we are using at home. Now apart from this, now you go in many places, or if you go to interior places in our state Telangana or in Andhra Pradesh, many places, interior places, they do not have electric current, they do not have electricity. Just imagine how they are surviving without electricity, isn't it? So what is our prime duty is to conserve the electricity. Conserve the electricity. Wherever it is need, use it. When it is not in use, just switch off, isn't it? Just switch off when you are there in the room at home, or when you are use. Otherwise, switch off and then only leave the room. In the school also, whenever the classes are going on, fans are on or tube lights will be there. When you are leaving the classroom, you have to switch off everything, then only leave the class. Even labs also. So, should not waste the electricity. We have to conserve the electricity, should not waste the electricity. So, think the ways of conserving the electricity or saving the electricity. This is your work assignment. Michel Faraday, he observed that by moving a magnet in and out of a coil, we can make electric current flow through the coil. Artificial magnets he used, isn't it? So using this, he built the first electric generator or dynamo in 1831. He also invented the transformer also. So with this, your chapter is completed. just you have to find out the ways of saving electricity. This is your project for this lesson. Okay children, thank you, have a nice day.